Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Fatal Frame 2. I'm CPC Gamer, and in the last episode, we didn't actually fight a single ghost yet. If you recall, during Fatal Frame 1, we'd fought maybe 3 or 4 ghosts by this point. But no, this game is entirely too slow-paced for that kind of thing. Now we did find the locked door, and we also find the key to unlock it. So, let's go put those two together, shall we? See what happens. My money's on the door opening. I wonder if that's why the camera abruptly cut to Mayu in the last video. It was supposed to be showing her, but didn't. Who knows? This game's glitchy enough as it is. It could just be because it felt like it. Again, Fatal Frame 2 uses items for you, rather than having to open up your menu and do whatever. This seems to be kinda like the first game, huh? I wonder if it'll end in the same way. A climatic but ultimately not very hard final fight. Bit of a pro tip for you. Yes. But before we go ahead and do that, we're going to go this way. I can never remember where these items are hidden. Except that I can because I'm going straight to them. We have some herbal medicine and some Type 61 film, which is some really good film for this game, except that it uses the same graphic for the not very good film from the last game, so it really doesn't seem as important as it actually is. Pressing on, we're going to grab these notes. Now, if memory serves, there's a spirit in one of these rooms, except I've never been able to capture it. Ever. As long as I've been playing this game, I've never even seen him. So, let's see if I can do it now as I'm filming myself for the internet. Another sort of pro tip? No, I can't. Oh hey, well at least I saw her this time. So yeah, it's kind of hard to get that one, largely because Mayu gets in the way a lot, and we're going to be seeing that quite a lot throughout the game. Before we push on, we're going to equip that good film that I found. Just a hunch. Get that thought out of your head, internet.
She also became trapped here. She came into this house looking for her boyfriend. And then, where did she go? This place must be...
One of the problems with weird desync is that scare codes like that kind of get ruined. If only there was some way of fixing that. Okay, so this is our first ghost fight. And our target is this woman, the Wanderer. It's the ghost of Miyako, the woman who we've been following around and who tried to find her boyfriend in this village. Yeah. She's actually inspired by a real-life, trademark patent applied for, story from the game's director. In an interview, he said that as a child, he attended a funeral and he could see the spirit of the deceased wandering around, just asking why over and over again.
Crimson butterfly.
The prototype materials for Fatal Frame 5 show that ghost, as a matter of fact. As of the time I play this for you guys, we don't know if it's a remake of Fatal Frame 2. Personally, I hope not, because I'm not really a huge fan of the game, but there you go. Do you remember how, in the first game, they built up all this mystery about where the quest item was from the first night, and then it was right next to you? Yeah, they kinda do that in this game as well. See? Radio is right there. Let's give it a try. Now, what did we just pick up? I don't remember. I think it was that one. Yeah, kinda like how the first game made you keep all the notes when you complete a game. This one, you kinda keep all the radio items. I did not know that. Oh well. Now you notice we also picked up a spirit stone at the end of that fight. They work a bit differently in this game to the way they did in the first one. Whereas in the first game, you use them to power up the functions of your camera, in this game, we have to put them into the camera and then upgrade them. In this case, so as soon as we get the spirit points, we can now upgrade slow by 1 level and stun by 2 levels. As you can see by all the blue ones, these are the spirit stones that I found during the first game, and the fact that they are blue shows that I've actually activated them and upgraded them and whatever. Basically, they're just doubling up on the busy work that you have to do throughout playing the game. Yeah, don't forget to change the kind of film that you're using back. It's kind of a mistake that I made during the first game and used up all of my good film. Made the ending really, really hard.
Mayu! I'm sorry. I have to go. It's calling me.
An interesting element of this game is that while Mio is the playable character, for quite a lot of the game we actually do take control of Mayu. It's a little bit scary because, well, we don't have the camera. We can get attacked from any side and by any ghost, and, well, we really have no means of defending ourselves. Mercifully, these sections are fairly short, and, well, as you can probably guess by the costumes that we're wearing, the game's title, the fact that they've been showing up pretty consistently since the beginning, we have to follow the Crimson Butterflies. Did anybody else see a figure there? Or was that just me? Am I going mad? Speaking of which, did we just stand there the whole time she was off in that bug-induced stupor? She has a wounded knee. She can't be that hard to catch, even with how slow she moves. Okay, downstairs we have a nice lens for the camera. The power-ups work a little bit differently in this game to the way they did in the first one. Rather than using spirit orbs in order to use their special functions, we use stored power. It's a really nice feature, and once you get a particular power-up quite a ways later in the game, the function becomes a lot more prevalent. We also get a measure plugin, which means that we can see the spirit's HP in the top left-hand corner. Again, we were able to do this during the fight with the Wanderer, but that's only because I've completed the game before. This is New Game Plus. All my upgrades and whatever, they're all still in place. Do you know what? It's like buses, this game, sometimes. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go back to my decent film. So, yeah, technically speaking, it is one ghost twice, not two ghosts, but... what are you going to do? This is Man in the Dark, and he's one of your standard fodder enemies. Canonically, he's a man who died in the village and has been wandering around pretty much ever since. Also, according to the spirit list, he is incapable of feeling pain, which is nice. Although it does raise the question of why does he scream and gasp as soon as you shoot him? Oh, well. He doesn't move or teleport, so you can just sort of get right up close to him. Take a hit, which is kind of the equivalent of being killed by the first Goomba from World 1-1. I suck at this game today, let me tell you. The look of that guy kind of disturbs me, to be honest. If you ever played Rule of Rose, of course you didn't, it was canned in the UK. Not that that stopped me from getting a copy. Anyways, the main enemies look like midget versions of the Man in the Dark. And with that guy done, we're actually going to head over here into the kimono room. Now, the director of this game has mentioned that certain ghosts in this game were based off a Japanese movie, Ringu. You probably know it as the butchered remake, The Ring. Now, I don't know about you, but I have a sneaking suspicion that this ghost here just might be one of them. The woman in the box is our first recurring ghost, or, well, the first major recurring ghost, and she lurches towards you, kind of like that one movie reference that kind of escapes me right about now. You can only hit her face, which is stupid because she very rarely shows it. And sadly, we'll be seeing her later. But, you know something? I am okay with that. I would rather fight 100 of her than one broken neck. Anyway, with that woman defeated, we can now go outside. I'm pretty sure we could go outside as soon as we defeat the two men. Man in the darks, men in the dark. However you want to pluralize it, as soon as we beat those guys, we can go outside. I just wanted to go and show off that one woman, well, just because I could. Maya's charm... Well, you see now it's explained to you how to use it. It's kind of depressing to me. That particular item could very well have been an Easter egg, you know? It didn't tell you that you have to use it on the radio and you find out by using it, but it tells you anyway. Also, for some reason, it duplicates it. What fun. Let's take a listen.
It's calling me. Calling me. No, it's not us.
And with that, I think it's time to call it a video. So until next time, goodbye.